everybody, welcome back. First of all, Daniel, thank you for coming back here.
Thank you for having us.
I hear you have some beautiful options for this car I see right here.
Options? Yeah, we actually have a car to work with this time, so we're gonna give it the razzle dazzle and turn it into a sculpture on wheels by the time we're done.
That's right, CSF came through and gave us our radiator and our LTR. Thank you very much. And Sac City Auto Parts came through with the radiator support. Now that that's all being held together, Daniel can do this and sexify this car so we can hit the streets, the track, and your local home with some razzle dazzle.
What's up, guys? My name is Daniel. I'm here with Color Fittings at the Magnuson Superchargers headquarters in Ventura. They called us out here to handle the plumbing for this project. This thing is an absolute beauty. It's a Hemi Swap 350Z. We're gonna be tackling all the plumbing in the engine bay for this project here, and it's gonna route all the way back to the fuel tanks. We have 2 lines running there. We're gonna be using a mix of materials for the hose. It's going to be standard AN lines as well as PTFE lines, which are gonna be your go-to solution whenever you are plumbing a fuel system. I should probably also mention that we're gonna be doing the power steering reservoir here. Left and right side, we're gonna mix up 2 different reservoirs. One's gonna be for the low temperature radiator that we're using to cool this big, beefy Magnuson supercharger sitting up top in this beautiful orange cream soda color. We have a lot of options when it comes to colors for our fittings, so we actually decided to mix up both teal and orange, taking some inspiration from the Porsche Golf livery. So, really brief topic we should cover, I think, is going to be some of the differences between the different standard AN hose options that you have available. Oftentimes you'll see a black nylon braided hose, or on the other hand, you might see a stainless steel braided hose. While both of those are used in standard AN applications, there are some key differences between the two where you might want to choose one over the other. So one example is, why would I use a stainless braided AN hose? There are 2 primary cases, or maybe you might have a mix of both, but one reason to use a stainless braided hose over a black nylon braided hose is if you have any sort of concerns of the line rubbing against some sort of obstruction wherever you're routing it, whether it's in the engine bay or under the car. That's something that can lead to a catastrophic failure, especially if for whatever reason you decide to run fuel line through a standard AN line. That's something that can explode and lead to catastrophe. But more commonly, we'll see that used with oil coolers. The second case where you might want to use a stainless steel braided hose over a black nylon braided hose like you see here is if you are running through a high heat zone. Perhaps that's going to be next to your headers. Of course, you would probably want to protect it with something like a silicone fiberglass heat sleeve. Those are usually good up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, or you can even get an aluminum fiberglass heat sheathing, which is going to be good for something towards 1100 degrees Fahrenheit or more. So this is what a PTFE hose end looks like, and this is what a standard AN hose end looks like. There is one clear physical distinction between the two, obviously other than the size here, and that's going to be this little lip that you'll see on the socket nut of the fitting. But if we dive a little deeper, you'll see that when it comes to the anatomy of the fitting, there is quite a substantial difference. So if I take the socket nut off here, you'll see that fundamentally this is going to be a 2-piece assembly. And this happens to have 3 pieces. So this is going to be an additional part called a ferrule, or more commonly an olive. And it's essentially a 37-degree crush washer that's going to go around the hose. Now, the reason that somebody would want to use a PTFE hose is for 2 reasons in particular. One, you're either dealing with a super high pressure system, like something along the lines of a power steering pump that could be running at an operating pressure of 3,500 PSI or more. The second use case you're going to see is for ideally any and all fuel applications. While modern AN hose, standard AN hose is advertised as and is compatible with fuel, including E85 or other ethyl alcohols, methanol, etc., it is not your one and done solution. It is going to experience some level of corrosion over time, and for that reason, we highly recommend using PTFE hose ends and PTFE line with a plastic liner inside of it. So for the low temperature radiator that we're running, we decided to actually weld the water pump directly to the reservoir. We have two weld-on bungs up here that are going to connect the 12 AN cooling lines for the Maggie supercharger. But what we have up here is another potential obstruction. Even though this is a smooth surface, we still do want to be wary about getting the black nylon braided hoses out of the way of the reservoir. So what I did with the hose separator here is we're able to clock things out of the way and make sure that things are not going to touch each other. One of our main goals here is just to ultimately avoid allowing the AN lines to make contact with anything else, whether that's each other, any sharp obstructions, any fittings of themselves. So what we have going on here is a small gap between these hose ends. I used another hose separator here, both for aesthetic purposes to create this nice arch and gradual flowing motion with the lines, but also in order to keep them away from each other and keep this batch of lines also away from each other. Now let's talk about the power steering setup for this car. We have two lines that are going to the power steering rack itself. And like with all the other lines, there are plenty of considerations we wanted to make with these in terms of routing and making sure that nothing is going to risk catastrophic failure for the car, the engine, or the driver. The bottom line here is going directly to the power steering pump itself. It's going to be our high pressure line, and the top line is going to the reservoir. However, what we need to account for is the fact that the headers are going to be directly above both of these lines. So what we want to do is make sure that these lines are going to be not only close to each other without touching, away from rubbing against any other metal areas, but also making sure that there is some sort of protective heat sleeve going over the two lines themselves. So typically you can use a silicone fiberglass heat sleeve, which is good for something along the lines of 550 degrees Fahrenheit. For this, we're going to be using an aluminum fiberglass heat sleeve, which is better for temperatures up to 1100 degrees all the way towards 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. Another thing I want to discuss with these two lines is you'll notice that they have this flange here. That's because this is a PTFE hose end. This hose has a hard plastic liner in it, and the assembly process allows it to have much higher pressure capabilities than your standard AN line. So when it comes to plumbing your power steering system, generally speaking, for all the lines, you want to use a PTFE hose and hose end. You may be wondering now, where can I get myself such beautiful AN fittings? If you go on our website, www.colorfittings.com, you'll find them there available in all 7 of our proprietary colors. Check it out. This can cost you your car. Let's talk about protective sleeving. So we chose to use a black stainless steel braided PTFE hose for the fuel lines, which are running from up in the engine bay. They're coming down the wheel well right up here, and it's going to be running all the way back on the underside of the car, which is exposed to the environment, to the fuel tanks. So a couple of the things we're going to utilize here to make sure that these lines are not going to be at a high risk of failure. First and foremost, we're going to carefully and correctly torque the fittings, but also we're going to route the lines close to the body of the vehicle, and we're going to take care of using a plastic loom sheathing. So this is going to be a hard sheathing that we're going to place over the fuel lines themselves. This should provide pretty great resistance to any sort of things like rocks or general debris on the road. After that, we're going to consider the area where there is a high heat zone. So near the brake calipers in the wheel well right there, or near the headers, which are going to be running just above here. There we are going to use, again, an aluminum fiberglass heat sleeve. This should make sure that we keep things safe and comfortable for the driver of the car. All right, that's the end of this video, guys. If this was a little too quick for you, make sure to check out our Instagram page @ColorFittings, where you'll find multiple pinned videos on exactly how to build all of these different types of hose ends.